My customer left me $138 million in his will. I wish I never accepted the money. I've been a barber for almost 15 years now. My grandpa was a barber, and my fondest memories of him were eating out a customer in one of his chairs while listening to him shoot the shit with locals. When he passed, I decided to take over his little shop and most of my grandpa's clientele switched to me, and I just picked up where he left off. I didn't change a thing. I kept the faded black and white tile in the worn barber's chair, not wanting to disrupt the comfort of my customers. It was all about the client, after all, and I cherished every experience with them, except for one, Dwayne Corliss. My grandpa grew up with Dwayne and cut his hair about once a month, which was odd because even back then, he was mostly bald. Even more strange is that my charismatic grandpa didn't say a word to Dwayne while cutting his hair. In fact, he seemed to be uncomfortable while doing it. Dwayne would pay my grandpa in cash and then saunter out of the shop. He always was an oddball, my grandpa said one day while I was sweeping up clumped hair off the floor. He's got a son around your Uncle Nate's age, but I hardly ever see him. I didn't even expect Dwayne Corliss to still be alive. But one fall afternoon, I heard the door chime from the office, and there he was, staring off into space with a slack-jawed gaze. He may have still been breathing, but he was tiny, frail, and looked like he just came out of a bad cold. A few white wisps of hair still clung to his head. Don Jenkins at the Brookshires told me you took over the place, he muttered softly. I'd like a haircut, please. I led Dwayne to the chair and fastened the cutting cape around his wrinkly, wiry neck. He stared at himself in the mirror the whole time, with a grimace on his face. I don't recall him ever blinking. He only moved to signal that he was okay with the job. The whole cut lasted less than 5 minutes. Dwayne handed me a crumpled $10 bill and then shifted toward the door. Maybe I'll see you next month, he mumbled before shuffling outside. I almost felt bad for Dwayne but pushed the thought out of my mind in time for my next customer. I inquired about how he was doing with Steve Robinson, a lawyer who knew just about everyone in town. Dwayne stopped by. Huh? Steve began. Yeah, he's been having some health problems. I think his son moved back in with him a while back. Oh yeah, Grandpa mentioned he had a son. What's he like? Yeah, David's his name. He's nice enough, I guess. I remember he was at the community college with my daughter Janine back in the 90s. Then he left town. Dwayne said he got a new job or something. Is he working? Not sure. He's in and out of town a lot, so maybe. I shrugged my shoulders and finished fixing up Steve. A couple weeks rolled, and I forgot about Dwayne Corliss until he returned to the shop precisely 1 month since I last saw him. This time, I was determined to engage him and reconcile with my grandfather's previous awkwardness. Well, hi, Mr. Corliss. You want the usual? Dwayne smiled softly and sat in the chair. I tried to make conversation and got a couple of words out of him. He didn't talk much, but I could tell he enjoyed being spoken to. I cut Dwayne's hair for the next 5 months until one day, he came in looking more sickly than ever. I asked if he was doing okay, but he waved off my concerns. I want you to cut it all off this time, he croaked. It took me less than a minute and he rubbed his almost mummified fingers over his naked head and smiled. Thanks, Johnny. This looks great. I could feel tears welling inside my eyes, somehow knowing this would be the last time I'd see him. Dwayne handed me a $10 bill and walked to the door. Before he would leave, Dwayne would always softly say, see you next month. But this time, he just waved goodbye. 2 weeks later, I